Donald Trump has said Hillary Clinton could bring about World War III, claiming her plan for Syria will create conflict between the US and Russia. In an interview on Tuesday, Mr. Trump said defeating ISIS is more important for him than persuading Syrian President Bashar al-Assad to resign. What we should do is focus on ISIS. We should not be focusing on Syria, Mr. Trump said. You're going to end up in World War III over Syria if we listen to Hillary Clinton. Assad is secondary, to me, to ISIS, he said, adding that the Syrian president was far stronger than he had been 3 years ago. You're not fighting Syria anymore, you're fighting Syria, Russia, and Iran, all right? Russia is a nuclear country, but a country where the nukes work as opposed to other countries that talk. Mr. Trump also slammed Ms. Clinton's handling of U.S.-Russian relations, questioning her ability to negotiate with Russian President Vladimir Putin after heavily criticizing him. How she is going to go back and negotiate with this man who she has made to be so evil. He said. Ms. Clinton has supported the creation of a no-fly zone and safe zones on the ground in Syria, which in the third presidential debate she said would save lives and hasten the end of the conflict. Responding to Mr. Trump's comments, a spokesman for Ms. Clinton said both Republican and Democratic national security experts have criticized Mr. Trump as unfit to be commander-in-chief. Once again, he is parroting Putin's talking points and playing to Americans' fears, all while refusing to lay out any plans of his own for defeating ISIS or alleviating humanitarian suffering in Syria, Clinton spokesman Jesse Rich said in a statement. Ms. Clinton's no-fly zone policy would significantly increase U.S. involvement in the Syrian conflict and has been rejected by U.S. President Barack Obama. Chris Wallace, moderator of the third presidential debate, raised warnings about the no-fly zone from critics, including the chairman of the Joint Chiefs Marine General Joseph Dunford, that it could bring about a military conflict with Russia. If you impose a no-fly zone, how do you respond to their concerns? Mr. Wallace asked. Secondly, if you impose a no-fly zone and a Russian plane violates that, does President Clinton shoot that plane down? Ms. Clinton argued that protecting civilians in areas of Syria under airstrikes from Syrian and Russian forces would help us in our fight against ISIS, but did not directly say what her actions would be if a Russian aircraft breached the zone's parameters. Mr. Trump's remarks come just 2 weeks before the 2016 presidential election as he trails in the national polls against Ms. Clinton, following widespread allegations of his involvement in sexual assault. In recent weeks, Mr. Trump has claimed there was widespread voter fraud and the election was rigged against him, suggestions Mr. Obama has called dangerous and damaging to democracy.